I know you've all been there, been in that situation where you feel like you've just lost control over your child. It's like we've got the tail wagging the dog. That's Wendy's situation. It's really tough once the momentum is headed in the wrong direction, but there are ways to take back control and be in charge again. It was time for me to talk to Noah and Wendy together. I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. Are you physically abusing this child?
No, I'm not.
He says you are.
You've slapped me hard.
I have given you a slap or two in your
Very
life.
hard.
3 maybe?
Yeah, a slap or 2 times, and every time it's about 5 or 6 slaps.
Come stand at the edge of this couch. I want you to slap this pillow the way she slapped you. Is that true?
I do not have any recollection of that.
Well, it's not something you forget. You either did or do you
No.
didn't. Okay,
I
so...
don't know how she claims to forget this stuff.
Okay,
I
so-
am not lying. I swear my life on it.
Is he lying?
Yes.
Like sometimes she gets in my face and she goes, and then she turns on, she goes.
You acknowledge that you've slapped him a few times. You hit his arm with a plate. And that you do get mad, frantic, and cuss.
Yes.
That behavior has to stop. Parenting comes from a position of calm leadership, not from frantic, cussing, yelling, hitting. You agree with that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what are you going to do to make this situation better?
I will try my best to act better. I kind of provoke her.
Because you understand that in every family, somebody's got to be in charge.
Yeah.
And it's not you. Well, do you agree with that or not?
I do.
I can't change the past. All I can do is ask you to forgive each other for the things that you've done that have hurt one another. Do you think you've hurt your mother?
Yes.
Okay, do you want her to forgive you for that?
Yes.
Do you think you've hurt Noah?
Yes.
Do you want him to forgive you for that?
Yes.
Then say it to him.
Noah, I know that I've hurt you. And there's things that I wish that I could do differently, but I'm hoping that you can forgive me and that we can move forward.
I forgive you.
Forgiveness means I'm not going to hold that over your head and use that against you in the future. Are you prepared to do that?
Yes.
Do you love your mother?
I do.
Are you man enough to acknowledge the pain you've caused her and ask her forgiveness?
Yes. Mom, I'm sorry for being disrespectful, causing all your depression, and I'm sorry for the things I've done.
Thank you. I forgive you. And I love you.
I think I can change, but I think mainly my mom should be the one who should change.
Do you miss your sister?
I do.
She passed away how long ago?
3 years, like 2 months.
I can think of no more tragic loss. I have certainly loved and lost in my life, but I did have to cross a threshold where I said, there's a lot to live for and it's time to move on from that. Sometimes you can focus on the loss instead of celebrating the life. And I don't think it's what legacy Olivia would want to know that she left.
Dr. Phil spent a lot of time talking to me about learning to live again and being in the grief. And that whole thing is just such a hard thing to even try to wrap my brain around.
Y'all just take a minute, you can visit. I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you. Did it make you feel better what Dr. Phil said?
Not really. You said things similar to this, and first week, oh, it's so great, and a week later, just that's normal. I'm worried about that.
You worry about you, and I'll worry about me, and I think that it would work out better.
That was an unneeded comment, and that upsets me. Like when you correct me about the small things that won't make a difference in my life. I could say, oh look, Mom, it's a black light.
Let's keep the conversation right here.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. I told you how I felt about it, and then I brought up a different subject.
Okay, well, let's go back to my question.
Exactly
How
what
else
I'm
do you
talking
feel about it?
Oh my God.
How do you feel about what your end of the change is going to be? Do you feel like confident that you're willing to do
I
that?
really don't know. I really don't know. My God. I really didn't mean it when I said I was sorry. Because as soon as Dr. Phil left the room, my mom starts holding another fight. This is exactly what Dr. Phil was trying to help. And then you mess it up. It just upsets me that almost everything is all good. And then the next minute, everything gets bad again. Because of the way my mom is.
I know we're at the bottom and I know we need help. And you know what? I don't have it in me to do anymore.
I hate her. Can't stand her.